Very, very interesting question. And I thought it would be kind of cool to show you how people since day dot have done this, and why I personally believe that a business is the single best return on investment you can make with money. So to do this, let's start with some very, very simple math. So let's assume, so our goal is at $5,000, okay? So let's assume that we're going to sell fluffy toys, as is our way, and we can source these. You guys have got to play along, okay? Because there's a little bit of maths, so you might want to get your calculators out. We can source them for unit cost of $5 a pop, all right? So our first question is, let's just assume a couple of assumptions, because I want to keep this super simple. So let's just assume that all of that $5,000 is going to get invested in stock, all right? Just to keep it really friggin' easy. Clearly, there's other things you've got to get, like your packaging, design, shit like that. But let's just assume you've got $5,000 for stock, all right? Okay, so fluffy toys, unit cost $5,000. How many units of stock can we buy with $5,000? How many units of stock can we buy with $5,000? All right, you guys are on it already. So we can buy 1,000 units, okay? So that's our first little assumption. Dead easy so far. Let's now assume our RRP on Amazon equals what? $25, okay? So let's say that we've got that. And then let's say after our fees and commissions to Amazon, we're left with $15 in profit. And that'll be gross profit, I suppose, wasn't it? Kind of is, but it kind of isn't. Let's call it profit though, just to make it easy. So we're left with $15. All right. So if we sell those 1,000 units at $25 a pop, and we're going to make $15 in profit from that, how much cash are we going to make by selling those 1,000 units? How much cash are we going to make by selling those 1,000 units? Good folks. All right. Pretty simple math so far. Loving your work. So now we've made $15,000. Okay. Now, what we could do is take some money off the table, pay yourself some money, and that's always a good thing to do. But instead, given what Joel's goal is, which is to get to $100,000 a year as quickly as possible, let's instead reinvest all that $15,000 back into our stock. So let's go and buy $15,000 worth of stock. How many units of stock are we going to be able to buy based on those figures with $15,000? We're going to reinvest all of it. How many units of stock are we going to get to buy? Let's have a look. How are you guys going? 3,000. Now, some people are putting in there 4,000. So Murray, for instance, says 4,000 because now you negotiate a better deal. And of course, you absolutely should be doing that sort of stuff. And again, I just want to keep it super easy for you. So now we've brought 3,000 units of stock. And again, we're going to put them on Amazon at $25. And we're going to make $15 profit on it. So now we've got, the next piece of maths is 3,000 units of stock at $15 a pop. How much money have we got now? How much money have we got now? $45,000. Good work, guys. All right, so $45,000. Oops. All right, so now let's do it one more time. So $45,000. Let's reinvest all of that back into the business. And of course, we could be expanding our product range, going into new marketplaces. We could be doing all of that cool stuff. But let's just keep the maths super easy, just so we can focus on how you go about doing this, just for the high level understanding of it. So $45,000. How many units of stock does that buy us at $5 a pop? And again, clearly we'll be able to negotiate better rates, but let's just assume all things are consistent, all right? So how many units of stock? 9,000. Good work. So now we've got 90,000 units of stock at 15 in gross profit. So GP gives us what? How's your math the last time? Last time maths, 135,000. All right, super cool. So that's how you get, to $100,000 a year in sales with not just an Amazon business, but any business and all. And this is clearly very, very simplistic. That's very, very simple maths. It doesn't take into consideration other things that we could be doing, doesn't take any of that into consideration. But it's the simplest of maths that never ever gets taught to people, not in schools anyway. I really wish they would teach this sort of stuff in school. But it's also that math that has created many, many millionaires, many billion, like millions of millionaires, thousands of billionaires around the world. And it's the same math that has been put to use since civilization, certainly as we know it anyway, has begun. And I really wish they would teach this, because when it's just laid out like that for you, it kind of makes sense. And think about the return on investment that we have had with our initial investment of $5,000, turning that into $135,000 in this example anyway. This is why I think a business is the very, very best utilization, well, certainly the best ROI that you can get. You don't get to have this kind of ROI consistently anywhere except for within a business. And my goal for all businesses is to as quickly as possible turn them into on-demand cash machines, so that I know for every $5,000 I put in, let's just say I'm putting that in advertising costs. So you can, I had up on my screen earlier, for instance, my Facebook ads for the past month, which is what? How much did I spend the past month? Hold on, let's pull that one up. So this is my Facebook ads. So last month, $10,000 I did in Facebook ads for my Amazon businesses. Thanks, Murray. And I only do that because I know how much money I get back. So for me, it's a crazy, crazy deal to turn a business into something where for every $10,000 you put in, you get back, let's say $50,000, for instance, okay? And it's that kind of ROI that makes people very, very wealthy. It's not the ROI you get in your bank, which is what, 2%. It ain't that. It's from businesses and from investing in things that compound at much, much higher exponential rates where real wealth is created. So, Joel, I hope that was useful for you. Hey, thanks so much for watching that video, and I hope that you got some massive value from it. Before you go, do you live in Australia? If you do, this is for you. Would you like to learn how to sell things on Amazon here in Australia? Would you like to know what sells really, really well and what sells for the maximum amount of profit? Would you like to know where you can source those products from, whether that be in China or here in Australia, and how to source them so you pay bottom dollar and get maximum value for what you're doing? If you do, please subscribe to my channel and like this video, and you'll learn that and much, much more. It's the exact same information that people like Jeff from New South Wales have used to make $45,000 a month on Amazon, that Sue, who's from the sunny coast, has used to purchase herself a brand spankly BMW every single year as a result of her e-commerce business, and the lovely Kate from Bowral in New South Wales has used to make $32,000 a year on, a month, not a year, a month on Amazon, and indeed Anthony, who makes $15,000 a month on Amazon, selling, as he puts it, odds and sods. If you'd like to learn the exact same information that they use to maximize their profits for their Amazon businesses, subscribe to this video, like my channel, post below if you want me to teach you something. Okay, I'm out of here. Speak to you soon. Bye. Subscribe. Do it now.